Hi, my name's Gaynor and I work for Moving Forward Australia, where I am the Vice Principal and one of the Master Teachers. I've started back in 2006 with Moving Forward, but prior to that I was introduced to this kind of work in 2002, where I did my own personal growth with a company which was a 4-day program. Imagine me going into a workshop being a style 9 on the Enneagram. I was very withdrawn, quiet and resentful, and very angry, very miserable. So part of my intention of getting into this workshop was to address those issues. This was a great workshop for me and I wanted to be part of it. So the growth that I had wanted to achieve was for me to go and volunteer in the workshops. This happened for a couple of years, but there wasn't really any kind of training or mentor or anybody that could lead me in the right direction, and so I considered some other options, as in psychology degree, things like that, but then that didn't quite fit, so I kind of hung around in this workshop for a while. Things were changing and I wasn't happy with what was going on, and then all of a sudden I knew something would happen, and I got a whisper that a gentleman called David Sherry was starting a program called Moving Forward. And it was everything that I was hoping would come along. So it was about training, it was about facilitation and assignments, and also teaching and for my own personal growth in presentation skills. So you can imagine me going into a workshop being a 9 style, remember, that David Sherry is a 3 on the Enneagram. So that was pretty daunting for me to be confronted by that. But then on the other side of that, I thought, well, this is where I have to integrate to. This is the 3, the motivator, the achiever, and this is what I have to aspire to. So I was put on the spot and challenged. But on the other side of that, was very excited about doing assignments, because that was what I wanted to do. The next 6-7 years to now have been the best growth I've ever had. I couldn't find that anywhere else, I don't think, and so have managed to achieve a very high level of learning and then accreditation with the IEA, which has been the most powerful thing in our industry of workshops. So David Sherry has managed to get me to have very high levels of presentation skills, and the way that he did that was just to put me on the spot with my public speaking, which you can imagine for a 9 isn't the best thing that they want to do, but I managed to overcome and face my fears, and now presenting is I get excited about presenting and teaching now. So the whole aim of Moving Forward was to train, facilitate and have my own growth, but then the power of that now is that I can train and facilitate other people. So the whole thing about having that knowledge and having to receive that knowledge from David Sherry and pass on all of that growth, I can now pass on to other people. So in the 6 years we have managed to spread the word about the Enneagram for people to learn more about themselves, to facilitate in a workshop and use the Enneagram as a powerful tool for other people to have a journey and to find themselves and to acknowledge their strengths and weaknesses. So with the team of David Sherry and about, I don't know, there's about 20 of us I think, we're at different levels of training. So if people want to learn and grow, then we are available to help that happen. Also, we've just gone into different fields of corporate teaching and training, especially with conflict resolution, bullying that's happening in the workplace. So you can kind of teach the Enneagram, and the training that we teach helps people in those areas, especially with human resources in the corporate world. With the Enneagram, you can, and the programs that we've designed and written, I think with every workplace and every human being, that whether they be teenagers or young adults or mature people in the workplace, There's always something to learn about the Enneagram in the workplace and with relationships. You can do as much training as you like, but if you're not addressing human behaviour and emotional intelligence as well, then people aren't going to grow and change. So in conclusion, what I'd like to say is I have a great mentor, and moving forward is a great training program to be involved in, and we're forever growing and evolving to help everybody else and anybody who wants to learn more about moving forward.